The living room of the two-story home was the only room of the house with life in it. Middle-aged, worn down, wearing what was once the most proud uniform she'd ever laid eyes on, she stared ahead at her television set with a profound sense of numbness. Her stomach was empty and mind blank, drifting through the world like a weather balloon with no way to transmit. Any and all progressive thinking had stopped, thankfully. More often than not, she was reduced to cleaning what was once her family's home until her kneecaps bled from kneeling and her fingers burned from bleach. Today was an easier day, one of her better, but tomorrow wouldn't be this good. The day after that, a random draw. She'd just keep walking dark, quiet, musty hallways, covered in pictures of people that didn't want to see her again. Her name was Cassandra, a short, beautiful creature, red-haired, black-eyed, who had joined the army as a way to pay for college, fully expecting she'd never ship out. Unfortunately, she did, along with her friends. They did not return with her. All she could do is come home with the conditions and disorders that real war had given her, and drive her family away with her flashbacks, screaming at night, sleeping in the yard in gear. Eventually, just like her friends, her family was gone. They, however, left on far crueler terms than her friends' tragic departures. Now, all she had was this: television. The saving grace. The only thing that pulled her mind away from the house she was trapped in, the world she couldn't find a place or job in, and the life she couldn't keep a family in. But alone as she felt, at least in her home, she wasn't. The safety of her house was betrayed by the glowing amber eyes from the darkest of corners behind Cassandra, golden almost, slitted in a predatory fashion, staring at the back of the former mother, wife, and soldier's head. She had no idea, no clue how close he was. And as she grew more invested in wasting away in front of her television, he only came closer, as hands that could cover her whole abdomen, as careful as a surgeon, reached out with those mitts to either side of a perfectly slender neck. And even more carefully they came closer together, and he'd be able to strangle her without a single bit of notice. But alas, her head turned, and in a frenzied effort to take her down before anything changed, a long, strong hand wrapped around her neck and pulled her back onto the floor with a resounding thud and a crash of a lamp and several pictures she hated to look at now. The couch was laid on its back. Long red hair and a beautiful set of black eyes, she was a gorgeous woman, made only more beautiful by the purple color she was turning. Legs kicked, mostly out of reflex, and her hands wrapped around that giant wrist, but fight back? No, this was not fighting back. This was adjusting to not having oxygen in your lungs and kicking from the burn they sent through her chest. Knowing he was giving her discomfort, the giant of a killer reached out and covered her face with his hand. And as deep as the earth's heart came his voice, "Away with you." Her head was twisted, and with a yelp muffled by his hand and a sick, wet snap sound, she was dead, killed in her own home. to better places. They found no evidence in the home. The body was found a week later decomposing in U.S. Army camo. A family member, who never did seem to care before, requested the local PD for a cop car to check the home. This family member was not her husband, nor her children, nor her estranged mother, who never picked up her daughter's calls. They found her body on her couch, right side up, with her lifeless body kept warm for no reason beneath her blanket. A pillow was laid beneath her head. Her murder had gone unsolved to the town after what was claimed to be an extensive investigation, quote unquote. The question on everyone's lips was why, quickly answered with, quote, random acts of violence happen, unquote. But perhaps one day, when he grew tired of running, the killer would return and inform the people just how much Cassandra paid him.